Alright guys, so this video is going to be just a weigh-in update and a update on the physical therapy and what has been going on. So before any of that, let's cue the intro. Just kidding, I don't have an intro, but here's the weigh-in. Man, it is extremely unfortunate, but it seems like this little hideaway piece of heaven that I come here all the time, there's never any cars, even on a good day. It's freaking cloudy as can be. It looks like the rain's about to pour down, and that's a full parking lot. Oh, that's unfortunate. Typically love coming here just because there's tons of solitude. So we're on the 9-week mark since I've been dealing with the intense leg issue that has kept me from hiking as much. So I've gained 9 pounds since then. My last weigh-in was, I think, 249. The weigh-in before that was 244. So we're definitely going in the opposite direction of where we want to be. But with all my sit-down time, I've been snacking a lot, which is on me. It's not just that I'm not being as active. I'm just getting into the lazy eating now that I'm not being out and about on the trail as much. But I absolutely do not want to get back into the habit of just constantly eating out of boredom. And I've been doing that a lot lately. So that's it for the weigh-in. Now we can move on to the physical therapy. So I did see an orthopedic doctor, and he's telling me that it's possible a fascia issue. I know, well, we talked about my herniated disc, and while it does cause some of the symptoms, I've dealt with a herniated disc for 6 years. I've studied it probably more than anyone that I could ever run into. I've dealt with all the different pains that you could possibly have with it, and it's never been like this. So I know it's not just pain from my sciatica acting up or anything like that. Talked to another doctor that told me that he is pretty sure that it's a fascia issue, and my masseuse believes that it is my fascia. The ortho, he can't get testing done until I do the physical therapy. Well, not testing, but imaging. He wants to get an image if the physical therapy doesn't help at all. And as much as that sucks, that's just how it goes, unfortunately, with insurance. But the physical therapy, honestly, it's probably one of the worst physical therapy experiences that I've had so far. While like my back issues are noted there, the therapist just really doesn't, he just doesn't seem like he wants to listen. It's a little small company there that I'm going under the physical therapy with. They seem to know what they're doing, and they're nice, but it's just, if you work in healthcare, a lot of people have that superiority complex. I had a phone call there, so I don't know how much of that I got to record through. So I shouldn't say everyone has that God complex in healthcare, but I've worked in healthcare for 5 years, and I've been a patient plus an employee for 6 years. I can tell you run into more people with a God complex than what you do without, but that's a whole different video, a whole different story. So the physical therapy, they want to do 8 weeks, and they just want to focus on my back. They're saying that it's sciatica, which I know that it's not. I can't refuse it because then I can't get the imaging done. But I can say that it's going to be a long 8 weeks. 8 weeks. It's going to be a long month of the physical therapy. Second day, I ended up doing, can't remember what they're called, one of the exercises. Very simple, but I knew it started irritating my back as soon as I did it. and then I had a flare up by the time it was over, and I'm gonna have to make sure that I voice the fact that I can't do some of these exercises because it is causing a flare up, which, you know, funny enough, the sciatica kicked in and it's a completely different pain, but it's went away now. So I'm out here hiking. It's just waiting to pour down the rain, so hoping to get a mile or two in before then. And I'm going pretty much on a very easy pace just to not irritate anything. But besides the physical therapy, I mean, it is starting to weigh financially. You know, like I think I mentioned, the car's on its last leg, getting the alternator changed on it now. And for the physical therapy, due to my insurance being so crappy, it's $80 a visit up front, $160 a week. And it's just, I mean, it's a financial mess right now, but I'm sure everybody knows all about that. But he told me he wanted me to lay off on the walking and everything until we're done. And I mean, I thought about it, but it's just not something that I can really do. I got to get out and about. I'm not going to be doing anything crazy, trying to hit mile after mile, but you know, just a mile here, maybe 2 miles total, a couple miles a week. If not, I'm just going to get in my head. I'm going to chow down because I do not have that discipline to not stuff my face whenever I'm not active. Working on it, but don't have it yet. Other than that, I really don't have much to say. I got that 9-pound tit gain, but we're gonna go through all of May hard. I know I said that about April, but I mean this setback has really put a damper on things. But we're gonna make good progress. I'm gonna focus on not diving into multiple meals throughout the day. Like I said, it was super easy for the first few months, and then after this little setback, man, I mean, I just dive right into the comforts of eating whenever I'm just sitting around. I definitely need to work on that, but you know, it is a marathon. It's not a race. I'm gonna have setbacks here and there, and this is a clear example of a setback. Other than that, another weigh-in coming in 2 weeks. Hoping to be down back to 250. Get back into that ride of actually losing weight rather than gaining it. Might do some videos of me working on the stretches they have me doing. It's very, very small stuff, nothing exciting. But yeah, I guess I'll keep updated on that. Good old physical therapy. Another 3 weeks or so. See the doctor again. Wait another 2 weeks for the MRI. Then another week or so to get the appointment to talk to the doctor to see what it is. It's a big money game and just stressful. But it's unfortunate. I work at a hospital, and you know, you really can't tell them that, you know, you're dealing with a physical issue. They're finding any reason to kind of throw you out of there if they realize that you're having something that might set you off of work for a few days or a few weeks. Most hospitals put that good image of, we're here for the people, but when you're an employee, you kind of see completely different, and you realize how expendable you really are. But I don't want to go into sad sappy. I want to enjoy this trail for that rain starts pouring down. Might be able to get a good glimpse of it. It's a lot darker on the other side back here. The trees are kind of covering everything up. I'm hoping I pick the trail with the least amount of people. Like I said, it's hardly ever anyone here. That's why I come to this place. It's kind of close to my house. And I mean, where you live out in the middle of nowhere. But this was like a little secret spot. You hardly ever seen anybody. And the last couple times I've been here, it just seems like that parking lot is getting filled. But so far, everything's been nice and quiet. I'm going to finish my missing persons podcast and go from there. See you in a couple weeks.